What's up guys, Mattsbeybattles, and today I've got the next part, round 2 of Custom Beyblade Tournament number 26. It is me with Duo Ares W145 WD. I always use different drinks just for fun. Today I'm using Ares because I've never used Ares before. And Charmander Evolution with Flash Scorpio, UW145 in attack mode, which I believe facing downward was attack mode from what I looked up. Gigaflat. Gigaflat cannot get a full launch. But I'll try to get as good of a launch as I can. You know, that stays in. So that's going to be a knockout right away. Oh, I want to do that. One hand I almost it's such a weird line with attack base because I don't want to give an unfair advantage to one person by putting in one that maybe you could argue goes into the other person too when there's multiple. Oh, he went out. Did he hit something? I looked away. He was spinning for a little bit, so I want to count that as a win for me. I usually don't do that for when you spin out yourself, but he'd been spinning multiple times and he went out. That caught me off guard. Gigaflat, though, to be fair, is way harder to control. So, it's a little bit different than just R squared F. I'm surprised nobody used Metal Flat, actually, because I think Metal Flat's really good. It can outstall some things like Defense Bay. And, it also has attack power, you know, you can slide and shoot it fairly easily. But nobody went with that. And given that my Square also has highest quality, it seemed pretty fair. So does 1-1, right? Yeah, it's 1-1, because he knocked me right away. Flash has more attack power, though, so does Gigaflat. Gigaflat really just comes in right hard right away. Lights are keeping the stadium in place, thankfully. But when he launches, if he goes into the stadium first, that's a hard hit, and then it's this. Has to stay in the stadium now. I can't launch it too hard that it goes flying out, you know. It's one thing if it did what it did that second battle, which I'd have to look back at. But this one, if it started going out right away, then I'd redo it if it flew out. But if it spins a lot while and then goes out, I will not be redoing it. I really do want to face a shift very quick, but I'm not gonna rig it. I do worry though that maybe I call something, that or redo a match that where Bay goes out right away, and then maybe it's you could argue that with this too early to hit or something. I worry that a little bit. I want to be as fair as possible, and we have attack pan every single match. One is interesting. Actually, we'll wait and make sure. It's the one I'm thinking of. I don't have it backwards. Never mind. It's Diablo Befall and Gravity Destroyer. So the WSF is not the one that's facing, or Gigaflat is not the one facing Helio Z. Yeah, Helio Z. It's interesting to see some things, like, obviously, I'm using a random integer. Gasher is a competitive integer. Ares is competitive. Scorpio, I believe, on Flash is good because it's the shape of it. Vixus, I believe, is good with Spiral. And Gravity Destroyer is really good. Befall and Orion, I don't know how good Orion is, I don't know how good Befall is, but those tend for me to win as probably favorites, people. Like for me, Ares I just kind of was in the mood to use. I think Helio Z's requested Orion and Endurance a lot, so I think he likes Orion. And it's just, a favorite. And it's also pretty good, I think. So it's always cool. I like, I'm fine with both things, honestly. It's just a ninja ring, though it can make a bit of a difference. But it's cool seeing the variety of them, you know. But if you see a lot of good energy rings, well, I generally like the colors of them, like Gasher and Aquarium, Bull, and Cygnus. So I like energy rings. So yeah, Stamina Bays are going to move on. I feel bad for Sean Dog. I didn't think this was going to win just because Giga Flat is way too hard to control. But it would have been interesting. It's not a bad combo right now. But it has to kind of rely on either getting the hit right away or spinning just fast enough to do this. And there are some cracks, you know, from Bays doing that. Not cracks, but you can see you can feel it. So, hope you guys enjoyed that part, and I'll see you guys in the next video.